On today's video, I will help you understand whether becoming a product designer is the right thing for you. I often get emails and DMs on social media from people asking me what steps to take to become a product designer, so I thought it would be a good idea to answer your question here on my channel. If you're new here, ciao, my name is Sara and I'm a product designer from Italy working remotely in the UK. As you watch this video, do let me know in the comments if there are things I haven't covered that you would like to know, and I'll make sure to get back to you. By the way, if you're passionate about product design and you would like to see more from me, make sure to like this video, subscribe and hit the bell button to get notified whenever I publish new ones. Back to our topic. Should you become a product designer? First, I need to say that there isn't a simple yes or no answer. I've been working in this industry for over a year now, and I would like to share my thoughts to give those of you who are considering a career in product a place to start. So here are my 3 steps to help you getting started. First, you should start by understanding what product designers do within an organization. But before, I want to debunk 3 common misconceptions. Number 1, a product designer designs products for users. This is not completely wrong, but the reality is that we design mock-ups for the engineers who are gonna build the real products. Our goal is not to design pixel-perfect mock-ups in Figma, but to clearly communicate our ideas to the people who are gonna build the real product. There might be things that cannot be built or require some extra work along the way, and it's our job and responsibility to design a win-win solution that can benefit the engineer as well as the final user. Number 2, product designers spend most of their time designing. That's not true. As a product designer, you're gonna find yourself working with researchers, copywriters, engineers, or other designers. It's kind of a cliche for designers to say that they actually spend a little time pushing pixels, and most of the time is spent in meetings and admin tasks. Number 3, product designers are problem solvers. This is kind of true, but the reality is that problem solving is a team's job that involves multiple disciplines when making important decisions. When people ask me what I do at work, I often answer with conventions such as I design the interface and the experience of a digital product or application. But this is not a very technical and clear definition of what I do. Well, in my opinion, and you can disagree with it, there isn't one simple definition, as our job, like many other tech jobs, is in continuous evolution, and what we do today might be different or obsolete tomorrow. So for me, a product designer is someone who adapts to rapid changes at work, and it's always up to date with the latest trends, technologies, way of thinking, of working. For example, maybe in the future, engineers and designers will be merged together in one single role. Who knows? Let me know in the comments what's your definition of product designer and how you would describe this job to your friends and family. Now, let's move on to the next question. So, the second question you should ask yourself is what motivates you to become a product designer in the first place? If the high salary is the only reason, maybe you need to have a rethink. When people tell me on social media that they want to become product designers but they don't know how to get started, I always ask them this question in exchange, and the most common answers are like they're passionate about designing, they have empathy for people, they know a bit of code. I mean, there's nothing wrong with this, but these are all like generic skills that many people have, while product design skills look more like this. You have curiosity and a natural desire to learn. When hiring, companies are actually more interested in people who love learning, have an open mind, and are not afraid of asking questions. You have a design mindset, which means that you can really focus on how to solve a design challenge using your creativity and imagination. You can use any tool you want, but if you don't have a design and problem-solving attitude, then you need to rethink your choice. And most importantly, you want to make a big impact on the world. When designing products, you actually have more power and influence than you realize, as your ideas will impact the life of hundreds or maybe millions of people from all over the world. If you can identify yourself in these 3 points, then all you need to do is to find a kind of a mentor or someone who can kind of guide you along the journey. It can be a friend or someone you admire and follow on social media. Please don't skip this step, as you might realize that the reality is different from your expectations. Last, you should ask yourself what you're willing to compromise when transitioning to a new career. You might need to take a step down, like moving from a senior to a junior role, and maybe reduce your current salary. But if you're really determined to become a product designer, then you don't mind switching career because you can see the long-term benefits. I've heard many successful stories from teachers, managers, researchers, graphic designers who left their job to pursue a career in product design, which is kind of incredible and super inspiring for many others. Now that you got a clearer idea of what being a product designer looks like, it's time to give a big shout to today's sponsor, the School of UX. Don't skip this step, especially if you're a newbie looking for a fast and effective way to start a career in design. The School of UX is run by professional designers with over 15 years of experience working with companies like Microsoft, British Airways, Vogue, IFRO, and numerous startups. It's completely remote, so anyone can join it. In just 5 days, you're gonna learn how to carry out user research, map user journeys, create AI, run usability and A/B tests, prototype UI in Sketch, Figma, and Adobe XD using a grid system, and create a style guide. You will leave with an amazing website project to add to your portfolio, a CPD accredited certificate, and plenty of advice on starting a career in UX with salary insights and interview tips. Their courses are super interesting and full of insights. I've actually decided to take part in a course about personalizing UX with behavioral psychology, which I'm super excited about. You can get 5% off with code SaraBrunettini5, and you can find the code and the link in the description. And that's it from me. I really hope this video was helpful. Please let me know in the comments what motivates you to become a product designer, or what advice you will give to a newbie. If you like this video and would like to see more from me, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell button to get notified whenever I publish new ones. Good luck with your career, and I'll see you in the next video. Ciao!